This is pretty much a continuation of our prior videos on our Luffa Arch, but let's start with these trees. Oh, thank God we got a giant sign on it. This is a Mandarin Satsuma dwarf. Okay, cool. So we've got a mandarin orange tree off on the right here. Hopefully it's without the disease that Florida has right now in the ground. This is a Myers lemon tree, I believe this is. We got some big green lemons forming right now. This thing, I don't think this is more than I don't think we've had this for more than 1 year. Got it in some giant pots, probably 30 or 40 gallon pots. And then we got our moringa arch, which we speak of often, but it's a little tough with the auto white balance. But it's the middle of September, coming up in October. This is what these moringa, not moringa, what am I talking about? This is what these Luffa gourds look like. Like this one's probably perfect for eating right now. This is not too large. I think I'm gonna eat this one today. I've been a little bit lax in eating all the crop that's growing in our yard. But if you don't eat them, they get bigger like these guys. I can't even reach this one. It's let's see, bigger like this one. Here's another giant one sitting right here. But they will turn brown like the guy up here. And I think I got one I can touch real quick. Like this guy. This is like as light as a feather, believe it or not. This is exactly how it ends up when it's all said and done. And in here is supposed to be the sponges you can rub your back with, like you'd have on a back scratcher. This is our first season growing these, so we're kind of excited about that. But yeah, let's get a little takeaway view from afar. It's our Luffa Arch. Luffa Arch. Because it's so darn large, it's 2 cattle sheets stitched over each other. We're actually thinking about doing this over the driveway. You may or may not be able to see that from about here to about here is the overlap. So about 4 squares of overlap and fence wire. And of course, we use these like things you see up north for snow fencing, garden stakes or something made out of steel. And we have our truss in the middle. It's wooden truss. For the carve thing, we're just gonna run a cable down the middle to keep it stiff down the center line. And that's the plan. Let's take a look at these buckets. So we put these buckets under here because we've been traveling a lot this year. Get some, Susie's daughter's having a baby. The new Susie, who spends a lot of her time tending the garden, was gonna be in Louisiana visiting them. So we wanted to set up some irrigation line, which we have. You can see the black lines. All right, so for our Yankee friends, this is actually dandelion, literally dandelion that you spend money trying to kill up north. We're actually gonna try to eat that stuff for salads. This is Barbados cherry. I've immediately fallen in love with this tree. I'm looking for some fruit, and we got a little flower going, so we're gonna get some fruit. But apparently it flowers year round, and what we're trying to do is get crop that doesn't all come out on the same weekend. Like this tree in the back above the beautiful silver tarp is a loquat tree. The problem with the loquat tree, not only was it managed such that you can't reach it, but all the fruit comes out in this like 10-day period, and if you don't harvest 100 pounds of fruit, the bugs will, the flies will. All right, so this is a decorative yucca plant. This is more Barbados cherry here. We got 4 pots of that. These guys are supposed to be star fruit, if I remember correctly. These are in 2 little pots. I haven't grown one yet, so we got those little guys going. This is more of that Mexican sunflower. Just happen to have one in a pot back here as well. I can't remember what this is. I think this is a oh God, something apple. trying to remember the name of it, but it's basically, I can't even, blanking on it, guys. I'll probably put it in the image below. I cannot remember what this is. I think this might be a boysenberry, not boysenberry. I don't know. Brain has reached capacity. All right, guys. We got a couple more things over here to show you. Hey, we got 2 trays of these. These things are amazing. For the life of me, cannot remember what they're called. I'm assuming I can grab a leaf off of one of these guys. So this is kind of hard to explain, but obviously you know what mucus is in your mouth. When you eat these things, you have this version 2 of mucus. Like your whole esophagus and mouth fills with a new type of mucus, and that's what this thing is this really interesting mucus producing, but it's coming from the plant green. And it's just so hard to explain, but apparently the berries are really good too that grow on here as well. This is a weed. These are the guys I'm talking about here. Also been irrigating that. We got 2 trays of that. All right, let's do a quick tour of the side garden.